Anyway,
Let's do this.
welcome back, everyone. Everyone ready? Sam, Steph?
Ready.
Ready.
Wow, same time. Nice. That was the most twins thing you did.
I know, even with the delay, it worked.
Gotta practice on that. Alright, last time on Curse of Strahd. After wandering through the foggy streets of Daggerford, you find yourself at a abandoned mansion. Unsure of how you arrived, you enter only to find... hold on. Sorry, I pre-writ this, but I forgot to proofread. Find a... Okay,
Everybody back to one.
back to one.
Take two.
Hey everyone, welcome back to Curse of Strahd. Last time on Curse of Strahd, after wandering through the foggy streets of Daggerford, you find yourself at a abandoned mansion. Unsure of how you arrived, you enter only to find that it just might be haunted. A number of strange occurrences occur, and cryptic warnings in cryptic writings warn of a beast that awakes at midnight living under the residence. The home is filled with names you are unfamiliar with, such as the Wizards of Wine, Barovia, and Strahd von Zarovich. You soon uncover a mystery of the residents and their deaths. How the master of the house, Gunther, had an affair and a child with the nursemaid Clara, and how the jealous wife, Elizabeth, reacted violently. You also find a amber shard that opens a secret passageway, and a crib covered with dark runes and tumors, and the ghost of Clara herself opens a secret passageway to the attic above you. Just give me 1 second. I'm going to turn my fan. But you have just from the mirror, but you were just in front of the mirror where the ghost of Clara opened up a passage for you.
Well, we got the crystal shard, went back downstairs, went into the secret room, and then came back up, and that's now where we are.
Came back.
Welcome back. All right. I guess I shall go first again.
Good. Make sure that you find anything dangerous for us. Thank you.
I will eliminate it. Post haste. I walk in.
And as you enter, the grandfather clock rings 8 o'clock. Alright, we'll move you over. You're over here.
Yep, the stairs are down here.
Well, yeah, that just leads to this room, so...
More hallways.
Yep.
I look out the window in front of me. Is it still covered in vines?
Better than vines, fleshy tentacles.
Oh yes, Day of the Tentacle.
This
Remember how
bear...
much better they were.
This bare hall is choked with dust and cobwebs. Several doors lead to this attic corridor, including a door held shut with a padlock. A low creak cuts through the air as one of the unlocked doors slowly creaks open. Let me just make sure which room that is. The door to the south opens as you're getting a bearing of your surroundings. The door creaks open to the south.
What do I see as Minerva?
Well, do you go in?
So it's just like kind of like, but I can't see like straight through.
The door opens. You can see through it.
So Minerva's gonna kind of like walk over and like see if she can see anything. I don't know if it's very well lit or anything like that,
Yep.
but what? By just kind of like standing in front of the open doorway, not entering the room. Very
Okay.
specific. And looking in.
This cold, dust-choked room contains a slender bed, a nightstand, a small iron stove, a writing desk with a stool, an empty wardrobe, and a rocking chair. A frowning doll in a lacy yellow dress sits in the northwestern window box. But hold on. A frowning doll in a lacy yellow dress sits in the northern window box beside a tarnished old music box, cobwebs draping it like a wedding veil.
Right, north is different in this map, right?
Well, yeah, but south in what we see.
Yeah. Minerva, is anything dangerous in there? I probably
Why don't
shouldn't
you
call
step in
out.
and go check?
I mean, I would if everyone would clear a path. I can't get through with the crowded hallway.
Well, this one seems just kind of like unkept, but perhaps if we look through it, we might be able to find some sort of trinkets or something for possible hidden passages. Nothing overly obviously dangerous. I'd still prefer it if
Well, you can't tell much what's in there until you actually go in.
there's nothing moving. So, I'll let you go through first, Sir Horace. And
I'll
step
still
to
do
the
that.
side.
Then. Yeah. Look around.
Right. So you look around the room. The first thing that's very obvious is that the doll with the yellow dress is the same one that was being held by the little girl in the painting in the lobby.
Well, it seems like a normal bedroom. I'll do a quick look around in drawers, underneath bed, cabinets, whatnot.
Who else is looking?
Nerva quickly says, "Nothing's hurt you or killed you yet."
Not yet. Nope.
All right, probably safe
Sorry,
to go
hold
in
on
then.
for a second.
So Minerva enters the room behind Sir Horace.
Like Joey stepped away for a moment. So,
Right. I'm back.
welcome
Sorry.
back.
Whoever is searching, give me an investigation check. It's going to take some time to look over the room.
Sure thing. Oh, good. I'm very good at investigating.
Like if Grude's there, they're just gonna do it. Like hop in. Yeah, I hope this kind of place looks kind of cool.
Kind of cute.
Yeah.
Well,
yeah.
4. Minerva and Grude.
I got 14. Did it update to the?
Yes, yeah.
Okay, cool. I imagine that Grude's just kind of like rummaging through things.
Yeah,
Like,
it's
kinda
like, yeah, what about, and just kind of like lifting up papers, like, yeah, what about, and then like,
So the room is unremarkable, but the music box holds some interest. Because inside, Grude, I don't know if Minerva, if you searched, but Grude, you find a rusted, blood-stained skinning knife inside the music box, as well as a key, and 2 curled up pieces of parchment.
Well, nothing over here underneath the rocking chair. I think we're safe.
I also looked there, didn't see a dang thing.
Minerva, did you find
great.
anything?
So I got a 14. It's just not showing up on the side for me.
Oh,
Okay, sorry. I heard that Grude found it. That's why I'm.
Yeah,
I'm
I don't see.
wrong person then.
Yeah.
Grude, did you find something?
There's like this music box, right, with the like a knife. It's got some blood on it, and then can Grude open up the parchment?
Yep. The first parchment shows a basic floor plan split into 3 rectangles labeled quarters, shrine, and altar. Quarters and shrine are connected at the top by a single line, and at the bottom by a double line, which connects to the altar. The second parchment contains a list of unfamiliar names, beneath the word recruitment. This is obviously some kind of map and a list of recruits.
Hey, glasses. Hey.
Yes.
What do you make of this? Like, should we maybe we should, okay, now, let's start. We'll go back outside, let everyone know what's going on. Maybe we can put our heads together and figure this out.
Okay, well, I'll look at it while we walk out the room. Minerva's gonna take it from Grude and be looking at it while we leave the room.
Okay. Also, I assume you take the key as well.
Yeah, sorry. I do.
Sorry, I think I just posted a tiny little spoiler there, but it's okay.
I got
Nobody look at it.
No, let me
I'm
look.
not reading.
It's okay. Yeah.
I don't know how to read. It's okay.
I just meant to
Theo?
post more about the knife.
Theo, could you kindly step to the right a bit? You're in the doorway.
As you all begin to leave the room, the rocking chair begins to rock back and forth on its own, and the music box begins to play. Slowly at first. Then it gets faster and faster and more distorted, and the rocking chair going back and forth more violently until the music box just stops. The rocking chair stops.
I go over to the rocking chair, and I pick it up and I put it on its side.
Are you sure you should have touched that?
Nope, but it won't bother us anymore.
I don't know. I think if whatever's doing this can probably right a chair. Minerva steps out and shows Romaia and Vio the papers. There's somewhere around here, perhaps. Maybe. I'm assuming it has something to do with this house. That has a quarters, a shrine, and an altar. What does everyone think about these things?
And
Seems
there's
kind of
also
Some sort of sacrificing situation.
there's like a skinning knife that's all rusted, and then there's also a key to unknown places.
Do you think they're sacrificing people to a monster, just like feeding it?
Or they're just sacrificing for blood, that sort of thing.
I guess that's possible.
If the dagger is covered in blood, right?
Oh yeah,
Yes.
it's rusty.
They didn't get all of it.
It's rusty too, so. Ugh.
Ugh. That'd be awful painful.
Get you like tetanus.
It takes all kinds to move the world. I don't know. All I know is that I don't like it. Something about it is really giving me, this place and as a whole is just really giving me the heebie-jeebies.
Yeah, this house may not be normal.
What's with all so the dust? It's making some of us cough.
It is also quite dusty in here, I agree.
Well,
Does
I see
everyone
three
remember?
other doors. Oh, go ahead.
Sorry, but there was. Remember the other letter from Strahd to the mistress? Not the mistress, but the miss here, who said that he had acknowledged that she had done plenty of sacrificing and torturing in his name, but he would not help her in a certain way. Maybe this is related to that.
Here's that letter.
Well, whoever this Strahd character is, it sounds like he has some sense, even if something about him just doesn't seem.
Oh yes, the pathetic servant.
It is entirely possible the servant was pathetic. It's not necessarily somebody talking down needlessly. Could be needful.
Well, if you're torturing and hurting people, you are pretty pathetic.
Well, it's clear the lady of this house had a hidden altar. I'm assuming somewhere in this home.
A bunch of rich people tend to have little shrines in their homes for whatever god they follow.
Well, I think we're on the roof or the top floor, so one of these shrines must be in one of these rooms.
It does say it's connected to the quarters, if that's what this line means.
I meant to draw a little map of it, but I forgot.
I can imagine 3 boxes.
Yeah,
attached
it's
to
not,
one.
it's not that complicated. It's like you're on a crane.
So somebody put the description into like a or AI generator. See what happens.
Oh yeah.
It will
No.
not work out. One second.
I guess we'll keep going and looking at the other rooms. Sir Horace, after you.
I assume this is the locked one.
It is.
Yeah.
Can you see doors with like locks on it?
This one I don't think has a lock on it, so I didn't want to click it. I
Just
have
one right in
seen that
front
in
of you?
some of the other ones.
Well, it has a lock on it now. Now it does not. Okay. Maybe because you wouldn't know until you try it.
Oh, I was just able to open it. So
Yeah, I
Can I open it?
Yep. Click.
It opens, even though it was locked.
You use a key, I assume.
Oh. Oh, hey, give me that key.
Here you go.
This room contains a bricked up window flanked by two dusty wood framed beds sized for children. Closer to the door is a toy chest with windmills painted on its side and a dollhouse that's a perfect replica of the dreary edifice in which you stand. These furnishings are draped in cobwebs. Lying in the middle of the floor are two small skeletons wearing tattered but familiar clothing. The smaller of the two cradles a stuffed doll that you also recognize.
I turned back to everybody. I must warn all of you, it does not pretty in here. At all.
But like beauty is in the eye of the
Perfect, Sam.
beholder. Like
Well, so you've moved a rocking chair, and now you believe yourself an interior decorator.
No, I... Just prepare yourselves, and I will step out of the way and show them what I see.
Like
Two,
going peek my head around.
desiccated bodies of... One could assume to be halflings, but I don't think they are.
Oh, they're probably children, Horace.
Yes. Well, were.
That's what I said. They were probably children.
Oh.
yeah.
I imagine Romaia and Grude are kind of like peeking through this door, like Scooby-Doo style.
Yeah. Okay, that's Halloween.
Is that a dollhouse that looks just like the home that we're in?
I was not directly looking at the decor and toys. I was preparing myself with the... But okay, we're going into the dead body room.
Yeah, like we gotta figure this out. They're already gone, man. We're still alive.
Rich people have no taste.
Yeah, dead bodies everywhere.
Romaia says as she's decked out in gold bands and rings and everything. Excuse me. Sorry, it's very dusty in here.
But it doesn't count with her because she's not rich.
What, sorry?
But she's not rich enough to have a mansion, so it doesn't count.
You don't know that.
Grude, as you enter through the room and you step around the bones, you're
I
kind
did not walk on them.
You hear a ethereal voice go, "Hey, watch out for the bones. Watch your step."
Oh, whoa. Sorry, dude. Oh, jeez. Right.
And two ghostly apparition of two children
Oh.
peer over the bones.
Oh, no.
Hey, little dudes, can you tell us what's going on here a little bit? Didn't mean to disturb you, but we're in a bit of a pickle right now.
I thought I had two handout of these. Oh, here it is. Okay. See these
Aww.
two children kind of apparate over the bones. You immediately recognize them as the two children in the portrait.
Poor Queen Amidala.
Yeah,
Great
right.
art. It looks like watercolors.
Yeah.
Is this from the module, the custom module you're doing?
Yes.
Yeah,
So there's a lot of custom artwork, and I imagine they redid this one because the original art looked kind of creepy.
Yeah.
But little girl goes like, "Don't disturb our bones."
Totally didn't mean to do that. I'm so sorry. I'm kind of a big dude, and like, hi, my name's Grude, by the way. We
The little
we
boy, looking up at you, seeing how big and towering you are, kind of like hides
Grude's
behind the girl.
gonna like kneel down to try and get like eye level with kids. But okay, yeah. Hey, so like we're trying to figure out what's going on in this house, and it seemed like it wasn't very cool. If
Do you
is there
usually start
something?
talking to people without introducing yourself?
I just
Oh,
said
you
my name
did.
was Groot.
You did. Okay, so sorry.
See it. Usually I don't, but this time I actually did. But like, yeah, we're just trying to figure out what's your two names, huh?
My name is Rosavalda Durst, but you can call me Rose. Sorry, I'm doing a little bit too adulty.
That's no, it's a little kid trying to act adult.
Yeah.
I could imagine that. Yeah.
Especially noble children,
Yeah.
too.
Yes.
They've
Yeah.
had tutors, they've had governesses, so...
And this is my brother Thornholt. Thornholt, say hello. Don't be rude to the dead. Don't be rude to our new guest. He goes, hello.
Nice to meet you, little guy.
Well, it's been a long time since we had any visitors here.
Yeah, we don't even know why we're here. Um, we just walked into some fog, and then we ended up here, and then a lot of really scary things are happening. That's not nice that you little guys had to deal with a lot of very scary things, it seems like.
She goes, it's hard to remember the things that happened here. It gets foggy.
That's probably for the best, to be honest. Like,
I think we've
don't
had visitors before,
what happened to them?
but we never saw them again. Well, the little boy goes, we don't hear from them again.
Do you think
They
like in a good way?
disappear.
Okay. That could be good. Do you know like what's going on, like where the visitors try to go, or
Um,
that's cool if you don't too. Like it's a lot.
Can we
usually
see them?
you can, yeah.
Or it's not just Groot speaking in the middle.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so I just wanted to make sure.
It's Krunk talking to his imaginary shoulder angels.
Yeah.
Well, once they leave, we don't know where they go. But we usually hear screaming afterwards.
All right. Yeah. Okay. Cool. That's sort of what it seems like in this situation. That's still helpful. Thank you so much for like helping us out.
Have you seen
Yeah, these
Mummy
are
and Daddy?
I
You
Not
don't know
yet.
where your parents are?
I don't think so. It's hard to remember. Been here so long.
Maybe we saw your mom's silhouette in like a hallway once. Did she do that? Just kind of like silhouette and then.
Little boy goes, we haven't seen her since she locked us in here.
Oh.
Mm.
And,
Did she say why?
and Rose kind of gets this look on her face like it's like we don't like to remember that, you know. She was a little cross with us when we asked about the new baby. That, Miss Carla brought with her.
Do you?
And we had a lot of guests from the town. And she didn't want us talking to them. One day she sent us to her room, and I guess we've been here ever since.
Sounds like you. Uh, you're probably pretty bored. Vio is going to try to sidle past everybody.
Yeah, I assume you're all kind of in the room, even though the map's a little small.
But
Horace is saying,
it's
Horace
a
is
small
saying
room,
outside.
so- yeah. So sidles through, and kneels down beside the ghosts and produces the stuffed wolf that we ended up getting earlier.
Aw.
Thorn's eyes just light up. He goes, Gray! And he tries to reach for it, but his hand goes through, and he can't grasp it. And he goes, wait. And he holds out his hand, and he kind of like holds out his hand like palm first, and a mage hand appears and it is able to grasp the wolf. And the mage hand places it on the ground. And he kind of goes to like a corner here and begins to play with the wolf, using the mage hand to guide it. And Rose kind of like looks and goes, we haven't had any new toys in so long. And she kind of like smiles as Thorn is like laughing. Like, I haven't seen him, remembered him laughing in I don't know when. He's going like, grr, grr, grr. Ooh.
That's a
Ro-
great wolf. That's awesome job.
Rose
Right.
looks at you, Grude, and goes, I know spells too.
Oh yeah? What do you know?
I was studying them.
That's so cool.
She points to a dusty old wizard spell book on the bench, on on the desk.
Like here?
Yeah, somewhere in the room. She goes, I don't know many spells, but I was learning. They're what they call cantrips, which are like little spells.
But you can use them a lot, which is very handy.
She goes, I know mending.
Oh,
Like,
nice.
and I know light, and I know shocking grasp. But I'm not supposed to use that one because one time I played a joke on Father, and his hair was standing on end after
The
I
look
shocked
on
him.
his face.
From over Vio's shoulder, I'm gonna do prestidigitation and just make like a little like sparkle shower, basically appear around the girl, around
Yeah.
Rose.
Yeah, she's like, wow. Did you do that? Do you know magic too?
I do.
Did you go to school for it?
Yes, kind of.
I've never seen a person like you before with horns and wings.
Vio will step aside so he's not just standing in between them to talk.
She goes, oh, there's a lot of you back there.
Yes.
Not standing on top of it, no.
Rose, I have a question for you, if that's okay.
She goes,
Maya, go
okay.
ahead.
I'm there. I'm there. I don't need to move my token.
Thank you.
Did you like Miss Clara?
Oh, she was very nice. She looked after us when Mother and Father were busy.
Okay. Did your mother?
Thorn goes, he says, she had pretty hair. Always so nice.
That's good. Do you know who Strahd von Zarovich is? Have you heard that name before?
She, kind of thinks. Goes, I've heard Mother talk about him. He's someone important.
but isn't here, right?
I heard people screaming his name a
Like
long time ago.
screaming in joy or
Not a fun
like they were
scream, no.
okay, okay.
But that was the day we stopped seeing Mommy and Daddy. Or, well, just Mommy.
Um, now you know Miss Clara had a baby, of course.
She goes, she goes, yes, I know all about where babies come from.
Yeah,
I think.
probably best that you keep it that way.
It's, Thorn goes, it's like, it's when the gargoyle comes and brings Mommy and Daddy's a little bundle of babies.
That's exactly right. Now, have you seen the baby at all?
Or the gargoyle?
I saw the baby for a little bit. But after we started to see more of it, that's when Mommy locked us in our room.
Hmm. Where was the last place you saw the baby?
Miss Clara's room, there's a nursery. And she points to the area in the dollhouse. Like where you just came from, basically.
I want to take a closer look at that dollhouse, and I want to see if I can find like is this like a 1-to-1?
Um, it is a almost it is a very close replica of the house. And in fact, you even see in the attic room you're in, um, 5 little resin figures that look exactly like you.
Editor Joey add in a picture of the one that Mark made.
What?
I made the model of the exterior of the house
Okay.
for gaming
Oh.
in real life.
Be right back.
I'm gonna reach for the doll that looks like me.
It's a giant hand comes
Yeah.
side.
You see a big tiefling eye look through the window.
Ugh.
No, it's you're able to pick it up, move it around.
I'm
It
gonna,
doesn't seem to affect you like a voodoo doll.
no, I'm gonna show it to the others and be like, we all have one.
Whoa, whoa, that's so weird.
Do you want to see the secret? The secret
Yeah.
passage?
Yes, please.
They don't think we know about it, but one day I saw our mommy and her friends while I was playing in the storage room go into it, and she points to a room that's directly south from here, around here, and you see exactly where it is. She points to an east wall that's hidden behind a mirror, saying they moved the mirror and entered a doorway.
I see. Well, don't worry, I'll keep it our little secret.
Thorn, the little boy, notices Minerva and notices like all the contraptions on your belt and things like that. Saying, "Do you have little toys?"
These are not toys, they're very important instruments for doing very detailed, heavy work. You could say I make toys with this, but kind of more grown up toys.
Oh. You haven't had any new toys here in a long time.
Minerva's looking through her belt.
So artificers can make little clockwork toys, basically.
So what is that? Just in my.
It's
Is
probably
it-
under features.
Okay, gonna look at features. Is it magical tinkering?
I believe so.
Okay. Ooh, neat. So I can make a non-magical object have a magical property, my choice. So it can either light up for 5 feet, up to 6-second long record message, or emit an odor or non-verbal sound. Static visual effect, including up to 25 words of text.
Wait, make a pull string doll.
Ooh, that there's a snake in my boot. Yeah, because I would like to do that. If I would like to have so Minerva's gonna pull out one of her tools, and there's gonna be like a little a handful of like junk essentially it looks like.
Mhm.
And then she's gonna just like 1 second. And so I'm gonna use up one of my magical tinkerings, and I'm going to put together. It's going to be a like a little sound box,
Mhm.
and what it'll be is like, don't worry, I'll be gentle and put my hand out for the wolf.
Okay.
I'm gonna put the wolf, and then I'm gonna very delicately undo the stitching, put the box in, and then stitch it back up, and then hand it back to Thorn. It's like, well, give it a squeeze.
Takes the mage hand. Very gently squeezes the wolf plush.
It makes real wolf noises and will go between like an awoo, a growl, and like a bark.
He drops it because he wasn't expecting a real wolf noises. But after a moment, he looks scared for like a second, but then he laughs, he smiles. Rose kind of peers around the corner and he goes, "Who's that big guy waiting in the hall?"
Minerva says, "What big guy?" and then looks behind her.
Sir Horace is just like right up behind you. Probably much taller than you.
Oh,
Or
him.
the-
Oh, he's nobody. Don't worry about him.
He's just a decorator.
just kind of like nod and just kind of like observe, not wanting to get close to the ghosts.
Does Sir Horace look like in any way obviously like unnerved by ghosts, or is he just trying to like play it stone face? Like what's he feeling?
Give me an insight check.
I would love to. I would love Minerva to do an insight check on Horace.
I kind of assumed he was just sneering and trying to figure out how do you stab a ghost.
See if beat my 11.
11. I'm gonna say that he looks he's not like unnerved by this. He's unnerved by something else relating to this. And not necessarily the fact that there's a ghost there.
Okay.
That's all I get.
But
Yes,
Minerva
no,
will.
pay no attention to me. I'm the doorman. I step back to the door.
Minerva sidesteps as well to make sure that they can see him. It's like, see, it's just a regular old doorman decorator nobody.
Rose says, "You all seem very strong. Do you... Can I ask you something? Ask you to do something for us?"
I've personally never been called strong in my life, so I'm very interested to see where this is going. Yes, please.
Can you... She kind of glances over to the bones, saying, "Can you take our bones and bury them?"
Where do you want them to be put? Like just
Thorn points to the boarded up window. He goes, outside.
We haven't
Horace
figured out how
hears
to
that
get
and
outside yet. I guess we could, I don't know, take them for when we do get outside? Because we're planning on going outside.
We're most definitely planning on leaving.
Leaving? Thorn goes, can we come with you? It's like, Rose. Rose goes, Thorn, we're not... Can't leave this room unless... Yes, But then she kind of has a realization. She goes, yes, can we come with you?
I don't even know. I feel like I don't have an answer to this. Can I like roll something to check this?
Give me a Arcana check.
Got it.
If we take their bones to bury them, then we would technically be taking them with us.
The only way you would know of a ghost, like, leaving their haunting place is a possession. As in possessing your body.
Yeah. Okay, so sorry, little dudes. I don't think you can.
But you must. We have to get out. We have to leave this place.
Is there something with like ghosts being like put to like the other side or whatever equivalent that is? And
Thorn goes, I don't want to stay here anymore.
Well, we can certainly help you move on, but I don't think you'll be able to come with us, unfortunately. As much as we would love, I'm sure, for you to join us.
Rose goes, it must be possible, and she reaches out towards you, Romaia. I want you to make me a charisma saving throw.
Oh no! Oh, that's my best one. Maybe I'll be okay. Ah, 22!
Don't jinx it.
She kind of like reaches
no.
her ghostly hands towards you and like tries to push it like inside of you, but she feels resistance and pulls back. She goes, "Ow!" Saying, "Why won't you let us come with you?"
Sir Horace actually steps up at that happen, and I will pull Romaia out. I will attempt to grapple her and pull her out of the room.
Oh my god! I mean, he could do it because she was too busy watching the kid, so she wouldn't have expected it.
Grude, I want you to make a charisma saving throw as Thorn reaches towards you.
Alright.
Can't wait to kill some kids. Sorry. It's morbid.
Cool, -1. Oh, okay, that's good. I had -1. I got 18.
Again, he tries to push through, and he's
You need
not
to
able
leave,
to.
Grude, out of here.
Alright. Sorry, dude. No, that hurt. Like that could cause a lot of problems.
But what about our bones? You're just gonna leave us here?
We'll bury
okay.
your bones.
Yeah, we could do the
I-
bones.
I literally
Romaia's
pull Romaia out of the room if she
she
lets
can
me.
still talk to them.
This is true, but like I'm pulling you probably by the horn. First thing I could grab.
Before we can take them, we first have to find a way out. But I promise you that if we can, we will bury them.
Who is going to carry the bones?
I think Grude has like inventory. I'll do it.
You're able to take one of the blankets, kind of wrap them up.
Yeah,
Make sure not to mix them together.
it's 2 blankets then.
Just stuff them in in his sleeping bag.
Stuff him down his robe. Yeah, like this.
Okay. None of their possession refreshed, so they just kind of watch helplessly as you collect out the bones.
I was wondering what those rolls were.
Yeah.
Like, why?
Yeah.
And before you leave, she goes, "You sure we can't come with you? You'll be able to use our spells." You can tell, like you see little ghost tears appearing.
They fall through the floor when they fall off the cheek.
As Romaia pulls her horn and head away from Horace, she's like, dust herself off. she'll like peek her head back into the room. Somebody needs to stay here to protect the house.
But whatever's in
You
the
just-
base... But whatever's in the basement already protects the house. The monster. You don't like the noises it makes every night. You want to leave.
What if we took care of the monster?
Thorn goes, we could help.
I don't want you two to get hurt.
And for a reason, they just can't roll a 6, so they just kind of fade away. And
Be
here a
brave,
voice
we'll take
says,
care of the
you're probably gonna die like the others.
Jesus Christ!
Like the others. The others. The others.
And the wolf that Thorn was playing with drops to the floor and makes one last howl.
Oh, what a bunch of delightful children.
I can see them being pretty cheesed off from like what's going on.
Gentlefolk, when a ghost attempts to possess you, you leave the premises. Ah! Just kind of frustratingly just paces in the hall.
I mean, I personally have no idea about any of these things. I kind of stick a little bit more to like sciencey magic, not so much occulty magic. There is a difference, you know.
That's fair. Yes, that's fair.
Oh, they were just kids. Their powers probably weren't that great anyway. But
You have like to find that out.
You
Well,
feel
I
like a
didn't
static
know
shock
that.
on your back.
regardless, they did mention the basement. And I think that's probably where we need to go. Although I would like to check out that room that Rose was talking about.
You kind of got the impression that that's where the secret passage leads
Yeah, we never
to.
actually found an entrance to the basement, did we?
Nope.
Seems to be 2 more doors here, though. Should we check those out, see if they go to the basement?
Worth a shot.
Perhaps it loops around when we go upstairs one more floor, just ends up in the basement.
Oh, that'd be or the first floor. That'd be fun.
Minerva just kind of like pops open the door facing north. And like, just to like look at it really quick. What do I see when I open the door?
Let's see here, 19. Seems to be similar to the other spare bedroom that you saw, but a little smaller. Contains a slender bed, a nightstand, a rocking chair, an empty wardrobe, and a small iron stove.
Interesting, seeing a stove in a bedroom. Minerva's gonna walk in to look around. Eyeing the rocking chair as she walks in because she's expecting it to start rocking.
I'll save you, Miss Minerva, and I'll step in and put the.
Yeah, I'll make room for Sir Horace. Oh,
Yeah.
no, he was up there.
I'll step in and put the rocking chair on its side. There, job well done. I dust my hands off.
Thank you. I'm just gonna, so the wardrobe's empty. Gonna just quickly look under the bed and fluff the blankets.
Yep. Unlike the other room, nothing of interest is here. A quick glance around.
Can't believe how happy I am. There's not a single ghost in here. And then the last thing would just be to open the stove door to see if there's anything left in the stove door.
It's empty. Just
All right. Well,
Just
Any,
ash.
like remnants of ashes in there, like it's been used.
I was about to say, like, just old ash. Yeah.
Okay.
all right, perfect. Well, it seems like it's just 1 door left. Are you up for looking into it, Sir Horace?
If I must, I must. And
Hi ho, hi ho.
Must you?
I must
Yeah, go,
open
go.
every door.
Now, everyone, be alarmed. There are no ghosts in this room, even though it looks like there are several ghosts. I assure you, they are just blankets.
This dusty chamber is packed with lumpy, squat shapes draped in dusty white sheets. An old iron stove stands against the right side of the wall. Next to what looks like a large trunk covered by a sheet.
not sure why you think those look like ghosts. None of the ghosts we've seen so far look like that at all.
Traditionally, ghosts look like people wearing sheets. I've met several of them. and I've
I'll
had
just have to believe you on that one.
Yes.
Can move you all
Well.
in here.
Miss Romaia, where was the special room that you had noted?
It was approximately right here.
Yeah. I'm gonna try feeling around the wall and everything. Oops.
Yeah, I see what looks to be a mirror that's covered up in a sheet, where Rose pointed out the secret secret door.
I will remove the sheet.
Right. As you remove the sheet, you don't see your own reflection looking at you,
Oh, no.
but the figure of the woman you recognize as Elizabeth. Just this stern looking stare, and the instant that it appears, it's gone. You just see your own reflection. Almost like a flash of lightning, that disappears.
It's just you, Romaia. Don't worry.
What?
Of course, there's a haggard old woman in that.
I wouldn't
Reflection.
say that about you.
No, because it wasn't me.
But it's a mirror.
It
Is it an
It was
evil
like-
mirror?
it was like the
Is
one
it
we saw
showing you
down.
from the future?
It
Oh,
was like the one we.
sorry. One more thing. You could tell her eyes were looking at the chest in the room.
It's like the one that we saw with Clara in it.
Except she was
This is
much less mutilated.
Yeah. But
but not unmutilated, I note.
No, she looked.
I, th-
She looked fine. For a ghost.
I think we should take a look in that chest.
Would you like me to open it?
Well, since you're there, you may as well.
All right. We'll go over to the chest. And I
Minerva
will-
talks
I
to
will-
Romaia. I was like, he's so good at that, isn't he?
He really is.
I take the sheet and I just like the tablecloth trick, even though there's probably nothing on it.
Just kicked up a ton of dust, Sir Horace.
Yes.
Yep, you see a
Builds
large
the immune system.
wooden trunk. You notice that it is unlocked.
I cast resistance on myself, and I open the trunk.
You are bombarded with the smell of death. For inside the chest, you see the corpse of the nursemaid, Clara. Or what's left of her.
Whoa.
As you remember, she was like missing fingers and ears.
Yeah.
And all that gnarly stuff.
Well,
Well,
yes.
So about that basement.
Yes. I very slowly just close the chest trunk.
Okay.
Really makes you want to look further into things, seeing stuff like that. Do you think it'd be worth it to maybe pull the sheets off of the other stuff in here? See if there's anything of interest?
Well, the worst it could be is more dead bodies, possibly ghosts, so sure, I'll just go around and start just taking sheets off.
a little
That
less
whole- that
flamboyantly.
I'm just imagining like a room trashing scene.
Actually, in this room.
Exactly.
I cut my hand on the mirror.
So it's mostly seems to be like furniture, like chairs, coat racks, a couple of dress mannequins. The mannequin gives you a little stare because like you think it's alive and it's gonna kill you because it's evil, but it doesn't move.
Any rocking chairs?
Thankfully, no.
All right. Well, now that we have disrobed this entire room, I say we continue to what I can only assume is the basement from the 4th floor, which is odd.
Absolutely.
There wasn't anything else around that mirror, Joy? It's just the mirror, basically.
Just the mirror, but that's where they said the secret passage was.
I'm gonna move the mirror.
Okay, yep. As you do, you see another stone slab with a little groove in it that's glowing amber colored.
Well,
I think I have one of those. Take out the amber shard we found.
Okay. And
Last
unlike
time.
the other one, where like you place it in, once you take it out, it's almost like drawn towards it, like you're being pulled closer.
Yeah.
Wom, wom, wom.
And like it starts to glow too, and the closer you get, it's like vroom, 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 vroom.
Oh yeah, it doesn't show that it's locked until you click on it. Just
Yeah.
saw that. That's a neat little thing. Good job, Roll20. Making some good improvements.
Yeah, I saw a new video where they're trying to improve like the loading and the token stuff. You're able to place stuff outside
Yeah.
of the outside of the map and all that. So they're
That's
making
good.
yeah. They said like it's been like 10 years since we've first done this. Like it's time to make some
It's
updates.
time.
Yep.
Alright, I'll put the shard up to the shard hole.
All right.
Goes in the
Insert
shard
in the
hole.
shard hole. The shard goes in the shard hole. And you place it there, and it glows bright for a second, and then it dims. You hear a click. The shard is glowing slightly, but the door is stopped. It opens. And you see a spiral staircase leading downward.
I'll take the shard after we open it. Well, everybody hang on to the railings because, as I said earlier, these stairs could just evil trap. It turns into a slide.
About to say it's
I'll go first, as I have the most armor on, and anybody who falls on top of me will not crush me.
Even Grude?
Even Grude.
By
By the way, Grude, you should probably go second.
But who's gonna be the big one behind? In case there's somebody like behind everybody.
Horace is already going down.
All right. Well, I guess I'll go next. See y'all down. Well, I guess we're just walking, right? The slide thing can happen, Ed, right? Right?
Romaia will pick up last. She'll just kind of float behind everyone.
Well, I
You
should
don't
go
have
behind the
enough,
big
like,
guy.
I don't have enough space to really fly.
I didn't say she was fly. I said she was floating.
How do you... What?
I don't think you can
Hover.
float.
I can hover with my wings.
That's a form of flying. Oh, never mind.
It's for flavor, Mark. It's not mechanics.
Do you know how small these places are?
That's
These
nice.
spiral... Okay.
Romaia isn't huge, she's quite small.
Well,
Are
that's
you
She's a fairy.
Are you a pixie?
No. The world's largest pixie.
So we down the chute.
Down the chute.
Could you imagine being a centaur trying to get down the stairs?
Yeah, I
I
guess
mean, getting down is one thing. Try to get up them.
the secret door opens to reveal a narrow spiral staircase built of aged-looking wood within a tight shaft of mortared stone. Thick cobwebs fill the staircase as it descends into the darkness below.
At least it's not stairs.
All right, you guys going down?
Yeah.
Yep.
We're already stuffed into the single room.
Let's get
Stuffed in the
down.
staircase.
The broken cobwebs around you sway like gossamer wedding veils, beckoning you forward as the ancient stairs creak and groan underfoot. The gaping maw of the stairwell draws you deeper, swallowing you up as you descend further down its gullet. You descend 1 floor, 2 floors, 3. The walls of the stone shaft narrow around you, forcing you to hunch on your shoulders and pull in your elbows to continue downwards. In the darkness, you can only hear the shuffle of your feet, the choking groan of the stairs, and the pounding of your blood in your ears. Finally, after what feels like hours, the descent levels out, and the spiral staircase ends at a darkened landing of packed earth. A narrow tunnel brace age supported by aged timber braces stretches ahead of you, its stone walls seeming to bleed with the deposits of streaked red clay. 8 feet ahead, the tunnel splits, branching to the left and to the right. As your eyes and ears adjust to the cold, subterranean corridor, you notice that the tunnel isn't as silent as the staircase above. An eerie, low-pitched sound echoes through the space, and you soon recognize it as a deep, incessant chanting. And we're going to take a little break as I prepare the next room.
Gotta set up the whole next map.
No, I just want to fix a couple things. I was like, do I want to do like torches and light here? And I'm like, no.
Then we get the question, who's been lighting these every day?
Yeah, I'll be right back.
All right. Now I can go...
Yeah, go get pizza rolls.
Pizza Charles.
Get a few more of them anyway.
Alright, so this place is a little cramped, so maybe a little weird with the lighting.
Yeah.
How's Grude doing?
Snug as a bug in a rug.
Going through the the catacombs underneath France, Paris, or wherever they are.
Hey, there's like a lot of dudes. There's like a lot of shouting right now.
Yeah, so you do hear what seems to be like chanting, but it's very muffled. And unlike the house above, this seems to be like carved out of the earth and not like a structure per se.
Who thinks these are ghosts? And who thinks these are alive people? Because there's not a lot of alive people left. I don't know.
Well, if we follow the sound, we'll find out. Do we hear anything that sounds like monsters, or do they just sound like people?
Sounds like chanting.
Oh yes, the true monster. Man. And which way is it coming from?
South.
Yeah, it's dusty down here too.
Yeah, it is.
Which direction is it coming from, Joey?
South.
Joey, did you die?
Can you hear me?
No. Joey, there we
Look
go.
Now we
the
can.
screen.
Now we can. Now we can.
Can you hear me?
We can hear you now.
Okay.
Yeah.
South.
Well, that was anticlimactic.
But just because it's a little cramped, I'll kind of tell you what's in your immediate area.
Yeah.
To the west, you do see a chamber with table and chairs, and to the east seems to be some crypts, both here and here.
Any signs outside the crypt?
You'll have to go next to one to see if
It's
anything
like the actual
labeled.
crypt itself, but not like the mausoleum part. Okay. Well, do we want to look around, or should we join the party of chance? Take our chance, so to speak.
To say for brevity's sake, you do see names that say Walter, Gustav, Elizabeth, Rose, Thorn.
Which are the ones that I'm near?
It doesn't remember which ones are which, but
Okay.
let's go in order. The top one is empty, but the one next to you, the other one says Walter.
Walter.
As you look in, swollen, bloody cysts cover the walls of this crypt like tumors. From time to time, they pulsate and burst, streams of pus oozing down to collect on the floor. In the distance, you hear an infant's quiet whispers. Oh, whimpers, sorry.
I close the door. Yep, that is a crypt of concentrated evil. I think we should avoid it.
I don't think we should mess with those. Should we put the kids' bones in their crypt, or they said outside?
I mean, that's true. I mean, we could put them in the crypt. That's a good idea.
That wouldn't really be buried, though.
That's true.
Did we go several feet to like we took a passage like 60 feet in one direction? Joey, when we came down here.
Well, the stairways went down like 4 floors.
So it's
Yeah.
directly down.
Stairs are right
Yeah.
here if you can't see it.
Right. I forget if it said that we travel like we go a certain distance first. Well, it stands to say that we are underground.
Yeah, you're definitely
Is that
underground.
Yeah, is that not buried?
It's different. This would be burying them within the home that they were left in. I wouldn't feel morally right doing that.
Very well.
I feel there might be
Yeah.
a family plot or something, a mausoleum that maybe they belong in.
Well,
I'm sure we'll find it once we leave.
You can tell like this is where they were to be buried.
Entombed.
But the children ask you to bury them outside of the house.
Yeah.
I don't feel like digging into the walls, so I guess we will take them, and we can perform a ceremony after we get out of this miserable place. Now, to the chanting, or take the long way?
I guess maybe the long way. Can we sneak up on the chanting? Do you think?
If it goes into another side, perhaps.
We are on time limit, though.
True, I look at my wrist. It's not
Good
wearing a watch,
point.
so it doesn't know what time it is.
You hear
My sundial is broken.
once you look around a bit, you hear the grandfather clock ring 9.
We've got 3 hours. Oh, Jesus.
3 hours is plenty of time if we wish to look around. However, do we really want to... It's a matter of do we want to see what other surprises are down here.
I won't lie, the sooner and faster we get out of this house, the better I'll feel.
Miss Romaia, if that's the case, I believe you are in front.
I'm in back.
Which way is south?
No, but I said I was going to be in the back.
Yeah, but look where you are.
Think of the map as a metaphorical place where you are standing.
I don't like other DM's ways of doing things. Grr. Okay. It's so metaphorical that we have line of sight written into the game. I kid. Well, if that's the case, would you like me to go first? As
Of
always.
course. As always.
As always.
Alright.
You are our guide.
Right, so on either side you see one side Gustav and Elizabeth, and then Rosavalda and Thornbolt. Do you want to explore
these
any of
ones-
those?
These ones are closed. Should we continue, or should we see if the matriarch and patriarch are home?
Well, I certainly know her spirit is wandering about.
We haven't seen the father yet, though.
No.
Yes. Well, let's take a look then. I'll go up to the patriarch.
Alright, so when you go into the parents' side, the side corridor branches against the left and right, which I don't know if that's where you went, but whatever. Large standing stone slabs seal the entrance to the tunnels on either side, blocking the way forward. The slab on the left is etched with the name Gustav Durst. The slab on the right is etched with the name Elizabeth Durst. The tunnel here is unnaturally quiet, and a thin mist clings to the floor.
I will open Gustav's.
Right. The crypt beyond the slab contains a stone coffin lying atop a dusty stone briar. Silence hangs heavy over the lonely chamber.
The good news is that the coffin is here. The bad news is it's closed, so I don't know if if it is occupied. Oh god, did everybody die? Oh good, you're still out here.
Well, I don't know if we need to open them. I've seen plenty of dead bodies for myself.
Well,
Does anybody else think we should maybe open these?
I'm not particularly interested.
No.
I'd rather not disturb the dead if they are actually in there. Plus, if they are ghosts or spirits of some sort, they're probably incorporeal. I'll leave them be.
I doubt an exit to the building is in there anyway.
I'll continue to the next room.
Right? This room contains a plain wooden table flanked by long benches. Moldy humanoid bones lie strewn on the dirt floor. A thick stench of rot and gore fills the chamber, so coppery with blood that you can taste it on your own tongue. A few dozen moldy bones have been piled into a grotesque and misshapen pyramid in the dark alcove to the south.
I think we found a shrine. Not the shrine.
This place is terrible.
It's definitely not cool.
I'm going to cast Protection from Good and Evil, from Evil and Good on myself. Lasts for 10 minutes.
Okay. Do you have to choose the type?
Protection grants several benefits creatures of those types. I will take Nope, it's just Celestials, Aberrations, Elementals, Fae, Fiends, and Undead.
Okay.
They disadvantage on attack rolls and can't be charmed, frightened, or possessed by them.
So are we following him, or is he just wandering off on
I
his own?
assume you're following me,
No,
because Mark's the only
yeah,
one
Romaya's-
doing anything.
Romaya's
I'm sorry, the map is a metaphor.
I just know I just put you in random places in the hallway.
Yeah. This kind of stuff is really tough because I've run this map before on table, and it's like, yeah, no room. That's the case. I will head over to the dark alcove, sword and shield out, and I would like to inspect the pyramid of bones. Actually, first I will do detect a divine sense to detect good and evil. Forgot I had that because Paladin. Does it give me a sense of good or evil?
As in, like, their alignment?
Paladin, blah, blah, blah. As an action, you can open your awareness to detect such forces. Until the end of your next turn, you know the location of any celestial, fiend, or undead within 60 feet of you that is not behind total cover.
There's an undead right above you.
I slowly turn around, and I say, "Eyes to the ceiling!" and I duck.
Yeah,
That comes out of the
just
way.
as you do. A horrific creature, a long flesh-like worm, the breadth and length of a human man, drops from the ceiling. Its flayed muscles split open to reveal flapping, gaping maw, ringed by hundreds of tiny human-like teeth and a gnashing, bony beak. It lets out a high-pitched, gurgling squeal as it hurls itself forward, writhing tendon-like tentacles lashing towards your face. So because of that spell, you're able to come out of the way just as this mutilated body tentacle thing drops from the ceiling and tries to attack you. So everyone, let's roll our first initiative.
Oh, it's got one of those octopus mouth things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So imagine this, but it's made from a human body split open.
It's good to recycle.
Yeah.
See, in the original game... Oh no, this is still the same thing.
I don't remember this at all.
No
Did you?
spoilers.
Yeah.
Of course, we do rat battle, even though it's a horrific flesh monster.
Horrific flesh monster battle.
All right.
Flesh monsters.
To be fair, whenever I played Strahd, I think we made it to, like, I think for some reason, I don't know if this was a DM choice, but the thing that you kill at the end in here was in the attic.
Shush.
Twins need to
How
roll.
many
Thing
people
you
have-
kill.
Twins
was in
need to
the
roll
attic.
initiative.
I did.
I did.
I got 10.
Did you have your token?
Minerva got
clicked?
5.
Oh, you. No, I should have clicked it. Like,
Oh wait, Grude is there. I don't see
Minerva.
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 It is
Yeah.
5, but I haven't been
Did you
able
click
to.
your token first, though?
Yeah. I can't see any.
Joey, at this point, just add it manually.
I am. Don't worry.
Okay, there we go. All right.
Yeah,
just
sorry.
Trying to help.
Should
I'm
I-
trying to hurt.
Yeah, Romaia, you see this flesh creature spring out from the larder here.
Gross. Oh, my first in initiative? Okay, I am.
Yep.
Okay. Excuse me.
Cough.
Gross. Creepy. Ew. I don't like it.
It's not a spider.
Sorry. Oh my god, this cough. I'm going to do... I'm gonna cast a spell. What is that? I don't remember the spells I chose because it was so long ago. I'm sorry.
You want to switch Sir Horace and you?
I will cast Magic Missile.
There you go.
That's just my my quick time reaction. I see this thing come out, and I'm like, ah! Just like that. I don't need to roll for that, right? It's just
Nope. You roll roll 3 times.
damage.
It's 1d4 plus 1 3 times at level 1.
Oh, how unfortunate. Wait, what? Why did that only go once?
Because technically you're supposed to only roll it once and apply it 3 times, but
I mean, I'll
people
take that
play
because then
both
that's
ways.
6 damage.
No, you roll it 3 times, so roll it 2 more times.
Ugh, how annoying. Actually, I'm glad I did that.
Yeah. Yeah.
There we go.
Yeah.
Yeah. 12 damage.
Alright.
I literally doubled it.
Aren't you glad you rolled?
Yeah. I think Phil does it the other way around, right?
I don't know which one's the right rule, but I like rolling individually.
Yeah. that's fair enough.
Technically, the rules as written, because I've seen this before, rules as written is that you're supposed to roll 1 and take it 3 times.
Yeah.
Rules as intended, I think by Jeremy Crawford, somebody asking him, is whatever you want. So both are
Well,
valid.
it's like whenever you crit damage,
Yeah.
right? Phil does it differently than other people do
Yeah.
as well. So
Alright, Sir Horace.
anyway,
Mark.
Oh, I'm up. Sorry. I'm going to. This thing registered as like an undead, right?
Yes.
I'm gonna just say that poison probably isn't gonna do much to it, so I'm just gonna go ahead and swing my Morning Star at it. For 19 to hit.
19 hits.
For a nice 9 damage.
Smack it across its tube. Just like blood and gore just splattered against the wall next to it.
I'm gonna. Mark wants to move, but I'm gonna stay here because Sir Horace is the front line.
Let's out a screech and we'll attempt to lash out with his tentacles. Does it get disadvantage against you since you protection?
Disadvantage for the 10 minutes since I did it, yes.
All right. Rolls a 20
Well, that just about hits.
for 6 slashing.
I'm down. No, I kid. I'm fine.
Oh my god.
Then as it has you wrapped in its tentacles, which when you look down, it's actually like bits of intestine that's being wrapped up.
It's like one of my Japanese animes.
It will poke you with its beak and roll an 11.
Does it look similar to like the fleshy crap we've been seeing outside the windows?
I mean, it's definitely grotesque and mutated, but you can tell this is like a human body that's
Okay.
like been like flayed open and its insides are like coming alive and stuff.
It was attempting to grapple me, you said?
No, well, I mean,
What was the 11 for?
for the beak attack.
Oh, that'll miss.
Yeah.
I stick my mace handle in its mouth so it can't bite down.
All right, Grude.
Grude's gonna throw a vine whip at this guy. Vine whip! For 9!
9 will miss though. This body is just too slippery.
Usually I'm better at this. It's because I'm surprised. Okay, that's fine.
Right, Vio. This thing's looking really, really hurt though. Really bloody.
Well, yeah, it's a dead body walking
Yeah.
around.
Bud,
All right, that's me.
come on, guys, playing D&D now. Come on.
Stop treating us like we're the hot pockets that you forgot about.
I didn't set a timer.
He's
for
just
my
so
initiative.
hungry. He's like, oh, I can't think. Oh.
Yeah, I
Sorry,
did
go ahead.
forget to eat for most of 2 days.
Man.
Are you like a piece of paper? Like it says a piece of paper.
80
no.
pounds, soaking wet.
What kind of damage is that again? Ah, okay. Yeah, well, no, that won't work. Okay, so I am going to swerve over here, and I forget the things weren't grappling Horace, right?
Correct.
Okay, so I'm just going to attack it with a booming blade.
Right.
Alright, so attack.
Eight will
Oh.
miss.
That stinks.
What would have
I believe
happened?
I believe it is still active.
Yeah, it does until I hit something, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Minerva.
Minerva's gonna be like, oh my god. Quickly pull out her crossbow, and I would like to do a crossbow attack.
Right.
Did you see that?
No.
It's a 7, so nobody wins. But
You could have lied.
I'm not going to. That's no fun.
Yeah.
So I, while fumbling to shoot it. Yeah.
This is so gross. You can't hit it.
So
Going
alarming to
through
look
the
at.
bone-
Romaia,
It's going
it's,
right through the bone and flesh gaps.
Romaia, it's your turn again.
Just.
Do that missile
don't-
thing again, quick!
Yeah,
Fuck
no.
off.
Oh god, I don't want to use it on my
Yeah, don't- yeah, remember this-
Don't do it.
In
Just
this
hit
game, more than any
Oh, wait.
other, we're gonna have like, full adventuring days. So like, we're gonna have like multiple encounters in places like this.
Yeah.
So
I will instead use a cantrip.
Okay.
And I'm. Oh, will that shit?
you probably have firebolt, right?
No, I don't.
No.
I have chill touch, and something tells me necrotic damage isn't gonna do a damn thing against this thing.
I'll give you a little spoiler. The undead was this flavor because it's a body. It's not actually an undead.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That.
Okay.
Jesus Christ! I have to roll to hit this one.
And not all undead are immune to
Immune.
like
Necrotic.
No, I
Necrotic.
just
A lot
like
are.
that's yeah.
Yeah.
Let's see if that hits. 15?
15 does hit.
Hey.
1 damage.
So it's 1d8 necrotic damage. It can't regain hit points until the start of my next turn. And if I hit an undead target, it has disadvantage on attack rolls against me.
It
Not
doesn't.
that I think it matters.
It does undead for that purpose, but yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
3
3 necrotic.
damage. So there's just like this hand, very dainty looking skeletal hand. Kind of wraps around it.
I'm gonna
Like jewels
panic
on
and
it.
I'm gonna go ahead and poison spray this thing. I will just like burp out just a thing of poison. I need it to make a Constitution save.
Rolls a 14.
Meets it, beats it. That is exactly what it needed. I'm like, God, get this thing off of me. Don't think I have any bonus actions.
It's not actually grappling you, but
Right. But I'm gonna,
Just so you
I'm
know.
gonna stay. I'm gonna just take the brunt of everything. I'm gonna just try and take the thing because it still has disadvantage of attacking me. That'll be my turn.
we'll attempt to wrap its tentacles around you again. With the 6 miss.
Usually, yeah.
You push it away. So it doesn't have a chance to try to bite you. Alright, Grude.
Who's gonna go for it? Another vine whip. Totally got it this time, guys. Don't worry. Here it comes.
Deed is on your shoulder, like cheering you on.
Shh.
Oh no.
7 will miss.
We just need to kill this thing. It's got like probably like 1 HP left.
It's all in it's on the elbow, not the wrist.
Like, thanks, dude. Oh, jeez.
Grude's got performance anxiety.
Yeah, I think I haven't done this in a while.
Right, Via.
All right, I shall try going stabby again.
Twenty-four.
Hey.
It's a 24 hit.
24 hits.
All right.
Because he does negative damage.
Oh wow.
11 piercing and how does this work? All right, so
Plus 5 thunder.
I think that's
Five
yeah,
thunder.
that is if it moves.
Oh, it
That's
moves.
right.
Okay. You do stab it, and I should have said this with you, Horace, but it doesn't seem to do as much damage as you would think with your blade. But as you pull it out, the stab begins to like vibrate. So if it moves, it's in trouble. Right, Minerva. It's looking very hurt now.
Oh, gross. Oh. She's reloading her crossbow. Yeah, I'm just gonna go for another crossbow hit.
Okay.
I got a 11.
11 misses.
Oh, God. Ah.
You're the worst.
Well, I'm sorry. I'm better when I'm at a workbench and not for the field. Ugh.
This thing
Anyway.
is trying to eat me!
Don't worry, you little dummy. I'll help you.
Alright, Romaia.
Oh jeez, Lapete. Just another chill touch. Just give it another squeeze with my little skeletal hand. If it hits. D&D Beyond, can you function? Oh, that's not gonna hit. Just kidding. Haha.
10 misses.
Horace, you're in the way.
I'm trying to not let it eat anybody else. And I'm just gonna go ahead and smack it with my star again because, come on. Okay, 17.
17, that one hits.
Max damage 11.
11, alright. Smack it so hard, it goes back into this little cubby and just splatters against the wall, all the organs that have like spines and teeth on it just ooze out of the body and onto the ground.
I wipe my forehead. Is everyone okay? Have I saved everyone?
I'm physically okay, but like, I'm like my ego's a little hit. Not just gonna point that out.
I think we all got hit with our ego. Miss Minerva, I apologize for my tone there. I was afraid of being harmed and everything else being harmed. It was ungentlemanly of myself, unchivalrous.
Well, you were under a lot of stress. I mean, I was too. You're still a dummy, though, but I'd prefer it if you weren't in such dangerous circumstances going forward. Although, given that there's a beast set up to kill everyone in here, it seems like we're gonna have to go through a little bit more of that to get out of this house.
It is my calling. It is my calling. I'm gonna go ahead and lay on hands myself for the 6 I lost.
Well, that thing was disgusting.
Just see me touch myself.
Gross.
And
That
then
was
glow
also
a little
disgusting.
bit.
Who do you suppose that was?
Maybe one of the servants. Sacrifice. Something. Could be
Give me a
anyone.
medicine check if you want to look over the body.
I'll do
Let's
that.
do it.
I'm very disturbed by the thought that it used to be a hood.
Oh, damn, Grude! What the
That medicine's actually my thing.
Hey, you kids want to see a dead body?
Yeah, seriously.
So you look at the spot where like the head used to be, and there's like a bit of like skin still attached, and you see the distinct mustache of Gustav
Oh.
still attached.
I believe this is Mr. Gustav's very waxed handlebar mustache.
Is that what
Yep.
you think? Because that's what I think too. Like it's so
Oh, that's true.
Gustav.
You were getting
was,
that answer.
Gustav-
Sorry.
Yeah. Gustav got turned into this. Remind me again. How's Gustav? Is that the husband?
That was the patriarch, yes.
Oh, jeez. Yeah. So like, I guess this is what happens when you mess around. You would definitely find out what your wife's capable of.
That's the husband. I hate to see what the wife is like.
Yeah. That means okay. So the kids were upstairs. Kids, so they're fine. We got their bones in a bag. The husband's gone. How many people are left that like potentially might mess us up?
Well, let's see. How many bedrooms did we find? Probably 2 servants' quarters, the matriarch, the child's room, the nurse, and the kids.
Found the nurse in the chest.
Matriarch. Yes.
Patriarch, kids. So it's just
So-
the wife left?
And possibly any other servants. But I doubt they just had one.
Okay,
Well,
cool.
Onward and upward, downward.
Downward.
I think we're forgetting that list of recruitments with a variety of names on it that didn't relate to anyone in the family, so maybe they're here as well.
Were any of the names crossed out? If they were crossed out, they were probably not recruited.
Didn't even think about that recruitments list. Oh, jeez. Maybe I guess it's them screaming. Let's.
Perhaps that's who's chanting.
Gosh, I guess we better go find out.
I shall lead the way again, and my undead defense thing is still up for a total of 10 minutes, Joey, so you can tell me when that's over.
It says instead of total, if it's not total cover. Like what was
That's no, the sensing only happens for one. I meant the defense, the protection from evil and good.
okay? But the undead sense is still up.
No, that was on for just one turn. The protection is up for 10 minutes.
Okay.
Your protection lasts for... No, I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it.
Right, Sir Horace, as you step downward into hallway, you feel like the ground begin to tremble. And you see a a rotting arm, like hand, rise up from the ground in front of you as 3 undead rise up.
Oh, this is horrifying.
Rise up from the dirty floor.
That's the worst part. The floor is dirty.
And they reach out toward you and go, brains, and will attempt to eat you. Let's roll for initiative again.
Joke's on you, I'm the brawn.
And the beauty. Yeah.
Alright, 1, 2.
I've moved to the roll 20 dice, and I am very much liking them over the D&D Beyond ones, because when they hit a wall, they bounce off them.
Whenever I'm
think,
just rolling, whenever I'm just rolling dice, I
beyond-
use roll 20.
The Beyond 20 extension, I think, messes
Yeah,
up the
Yeah, it breaks
physics.
it so they lose their friction,
Yeah.
kinetic energy or whatever.
Weird, but yeah.
Would you roll, Minerva?
9?
9. Is your like add-on on? Like, is it working?
I don't think so. Yeah, because I didn't have this trouble last game.
Do you see the little red Beyond 20 icon, like the red dice with the B on it?
Top right. No, I don't see it.
All right, next time we'll have to make sure that's installed.
Yeah.
Ooh, unlucky. The ghoul that's in front of you is up first,
It's okay with me.
and we'll attempt to bite Sir Horace. For
Disadvantage.
Disadvantage is 17.
Just
Oh wait, so
misses.
hold on, sorry, 17, 12.
Also misses.
Right. Your turn.
Okay. I'm just gonna go ahead and smack it out of reaction. 7.
Some of you might be able to see because of line of sight, but there's another one right here and right here.
Yeah, I can see one of the other ones, but you did say 3. So 7 probably isn't gonna hit even a zombie.
No, well, not zombies, but yes.
Yeah, these aren't zombies, but it
Okay.
wouldn't even hit a zombie. So
Gascar start rolling better.
I will back up.
Or else. Oh my god.
We've got company. Again.
It's like everything all of a sudden all at once. This is too much.
That'll be my turn.
Right, Vio.
Okay.
So this is a little unique because it is like a cramped hallway with one door. So preparing attacks and spells might be useful here.
Yeah. I am going to move back here to one more. 10. Okay, yeah. To get line of sight, and I'm going to pulls out his violin and plays a little thing that casts fairy fire down the hallway. So they really, it's a deck save. DC 13 for with a 20-foot cube, which I'm hoping grabs the ghouls.
Grabbed by the ghoulies.
Wonder if it wraps around corners.
It doesn't, but if I aim it right there, it should grab it.
Can you see that?
Aim it where?
Or wait,
There's
that's
a
right,
wall. There's
Yeah,
a wall
okay,
here.
so-
Yeah.
Yeah, I am standing there then. I was able to see it in my original spot.
Okay, yeah.
I see.
That's better, yeah. Right, cast Fury Fire. Deck save?
Deck save DC 13.
First one rolls a 5. Rolls
He's
a
all
19.
purple and glowy.
Rolls a 15. So the first one is glowing bright pink. You see like a bright pink glow come from the door now.
He's all sparkly.
That's concentration. Alright.
Yep.
Grude.
That's my action, so can't do anything else.
Right, Grude.
All right, I can't even see what anyone's doing over here, so I'm gonna walk over this way and see if I can see. Oh, whoa! There's a scary guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a couple down there.
So like I said
What?
before, a situation like this may want... I mean, you can see it, so it doesn't really matter, but like you
Yeah.
can prepare a spell. I don't know if you've done that in other games. That means you can say, like, as
No.
soon as I see a creature appear in the doorway, I'm going to cast, like, a firebolt or
Oh,
a
I
thorn
see.
whip. Yeah.
You can ready an action. That action can be casting the spell. However,
So-
you are considered casting the spell while you are ready.
So, yes, if you cast a spell, even if that happens or not, you still cast it. So keep that in mind.
or it still counts as being cast.
Okay, I got it.
Yep.
Well, I'm just gonna do a thorn whip again. Come on, please.
All right.
The extra glowy guy. Is that-
Since he's
is that
behind
okay?
the other one, it's going to be harder to hit. Much harder to
Never
hit.
mind. Okay, then we're doing the regular guy. Here we go. Yeah, 22.
That hits.
I told you I'm good at this stuff. Okay.
Yeah, got
And
a
then-
22. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Oh,
he's
yeah.
like a wrestler.
Yeah. And like Grude's super excited, so then he really like rips on it when he feels it hitting the guy, and that's much damage at 6.
All right. These gives a little...
Oh yeah, these is
Fist
there.
bump.
Like, yeah.
You
Ah,
want-
dude.
Do you want to pull him forward?
No, I don't, because I think that just makes things bad for Sir Horace.
Okay, yeah, with Thorn Whip, you can pull something 10
Yep.
feet 10 feet forward.
Yeah. I forget the
So-
other one where you put
So it's a little weird, but you could pull him like in front of Theo, basically, if you wanted to.
Don't want to do
If you want to.
that is the end of my turn.
Right.
Yes, so Jazz, I did it. I did it.
The school is going to shamble over the one in the middle of the hallway, the one that's glowing. And will attempt to claw at Sir Horace. It was a 14.
Disadvantaged? Well, 14 still doesn't hit, so.
Yep. Block with your shield. Right, Minerva.
I was looking through her things so she can fuse different stuff. All she has is like light and. I have greens. Yeah, I've never really done spells before. So, how does Tasha's caustic brew work?
That's a straight line, I think. A 30-foot
Alright.
straight line, if I remember correctly. So you-
30-foot line.
Yeah, so that won't be helpful here.
Okay, thanks.
Is that the witch's brew?
A witch's brew.
If you get here, you might be able to hit like 2 of them.
Yeah, if you move here, you'll be able to hit the 2 of them. If you move right here.
All right, I'm gonna try that. So Minerva jumps over the table, and then stands here and is like, "Don't worry, I've got these." And then we'll grab something from her belt, which will just be like, I'm imagining it's just like little potion, like spherical potion, glass bottles that she would then throw on the ground and smash.
You kind of uncork it, and then like just a bunch of poison sprays out like a fire hose.
Oh, nice.
Mentos cannon.
Okay, so what do I do? Is it
I'm gonna find that out.
you're gonna have to tell me,
Uh,
since like I guess
Dexterity saving throw or be covered by acid for the spell's duration or until the creature scrapes or washes it off.
A creature covered in acid takes a 2d4 acid damage at the start of each of its turns.
So dex save initially, Joey.
It is a concentration up to 1 minute.
Fortunately, they both roll 20s.
It's a dex saving of 13.
Yep. Well, they rolled 20s.
Oh, they're so good.
Yep.
You're like, oh, I can't believe I used that. And then so for that, and do I fill a spell slot, or what
If you press the cast button, it should check off a spell slot automatically. But if it doesn't, then yes, it uses a spell slot, so you'll check it off.
I'm gonna just click again.
Oh, I saw that. So
yeah, okay, yeah, it did now. Okay, thank you.
okay, yep.
Just damn it, every
Welcome.
time. And then we'll end her turn.
That's
Welcome to
covered in
spellcasting.
acid. Yep. That's why you have to be careful with spells, because they could not do anything. Is there a on failure? Nope, I don't think so. Right? You see another ghoul kind of like try to shamble over its partner. He like just try to claw through him. And he goes, "We used to be beautiful, beautiful."
Does one of them have a key in the back, like a mechanical key?
It's a totally different voice. Romaia.
I can't see anything that's friggin' happening over here. Okay, I'm gonna take a little leap up onto the table here. Hup, hup. And I'm going to... God. Spells suck. Why did I decide to play a sorcerer? I'm just gonna do chill touch again.
Meta magic. Meta magic is
Yeah, once you get meta magic, it's gonna be cool.
Yeah. I'm just gonna try to chill touch this one, I guess.
Right.
Since I can see him, I can't really see the others.
It's a dexterity.
got advantage.
No, it's roll to hit.
Okay.
Advantage, because that's the pink
Oh,
one.
it is that advantage. It's the glowing one.
18.
18, that hits.
I just realized he's. Why am I doing necrotic damage? Oh well. 5.
5. Bad.
Did it look like it fully affected him?
It did.
Hell yeah.
Hmm.
It healed him for 5 damage.
Yeah, seriously. Yeah, that's it.
It's her horse.
First off, I realized that my protection is concentration, and I did get hit a while back, so I'm going to roll for concentration save right now.
Right.
And I pass it, so which should be good. So I'm going to go ahead and continue with just keep going on this. Only one of them can reach, so advantage roll on the pink. Hit the pink one with the, oh my god, 11? Is that enough?
No.
And I'll just stand here, just be like, I too tall for this. I need more room. And
We get advantage.
I roll with advantage.
Oh, I only saw one number. Okay.
Yeah, I rolled it the normal way. So D&D Beyond only pipes over the
Right.
the higher number.
Right, Vio.
Alright, shuffle my way around. And can I lean around and attack him? The one in the
He's gonna have partial cover.
Okay, yeah. Well, so do I, because I'm beside Horace. So, that's advantage.
Being around corner like that, I usually do like quarter cover, since it's kind of awkward.
20.
20 hits.
There we go. And I can't do booming blade because I'm already concentrating. So, A wonderful 4 piercing.
4 piercing, alright. Alright, Grude. Grude.
Gertrude.
Sam, you there?
She stepped to the side really quick. She's almost back. She's just sitting down.
Yo! Okay. Go. So the glowy one's in view right now.
Yep.
That's the one I'm going to find up this time. Where? Well, throwing what? Sorry. 18.
18 hits.
Yeah. 6 again.
6 damage. Just looking pretty hurt.
Eat this, brain eater. It's the end of my turn.
Right, it took that hit from that side, so it kind of looks in that direction and sees Minerva from the corner of the corner. He's going to try to reach around Sir Horace and attack her. You hear him go, "We are perfect, we are immortal!" He tries to claw at Minerva. So you get some cover, so you get +2. Rolls 13.
Couldn't hit me if you tried, ugly. Your imperfections are gonna have to do better than that.
Right, how do you respond? It's your turn.
So I'm assuming the hand, or it's like it's very close now. It's just like, well, these stupid bolts are nothing but dolts right now, and then quickly pulls out her dagger and stabs at the.
Right. I'm going to say its
Creature.
hand is right there, so you have a clear shot at its hand as it's trying to slash at you.
Yeah, and goes for.
Well, 7
7.
misses, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I refreshed the browser. It's working now.
Alright. Romaia.
God, I of my wit and I can't hit. End of my turn.
Romaia.
Use some
I
of your
get-
magics.
I guess I will. God, I don't have any like ranged weapons. No. Yeah, I guess I'll just do that. I'm a sorcerer. I don't need weapons. Yeah, I just chill touch again, I suppose.
Right.
Hope for the best.
Roll with advantage.
Oh, okay. Oh boy. Woohoo! 9.
You guys are not rolling well tonight.
No.
Nope.
Grude's picking it back up, but yeah.
So Horace, you're again. You again. You're holding the line, but your allies aren't doing anything.
I don't want to drop my thing and like do another like a bless or something because I want that holding the line. If you need me to back up, let me know. Just gonna go ahead and morning star it again. Why not? Boop. Oh my god. Another 11.
11
with
will
advantage.
miss.
This happens to everyone, not just me.
VO.
Does anybody want me to back up, or do you want me to hold the line?
Well, if you back up, it'll attack you.
I can take that. It'll. It's up to you guys.
Yeah, you're fine.
Okay. You think?
Right, VO. Remember, you are a bard. You have some special stuff you can do.
What's that?
Like Bardic Inspiration.
Oh yeah, forgot about that.
It really would have helped.
Nah, I doubt it. Okay. No, the stabby stab.
I think it's a bonus action. If you want to do that.
Yeah.
It's a hit.
Oh, one more time
Roll
just to see if I
advantage.
crit.
Yeah.
Nope. Okay.
Nope.
So, yeah. Lousy 4. But I'll give inspiration to Grude.
Rude.
Yeah.
Is that D4 or D6?
I think it's a D4.
You double check. Might be a
I think it's a
D6.
D4, and then it goes up to a 6.
It's D6.
Oh,
Yeah, it
what?
starts as a
There's a
six.
little. You see this violet. And one of the macros is the violin in the corner. That's for bardic inspiration.
In the bottom left, if you have them activated. If not, just go to the active. Just go to the macro.
Right, that means you can add a D6 to any attack or saving throw roll.
Gonna do it. Right now.
I forget. You have to.
You can roll first, but it's before you know the results of the roll.
But it's
Or-
after my...
before you
so
know
no,
if it hits or misses. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
but
Okay, yeah.
Before the DM tells you.
Yeah.
Also, remember you've got advantage on this one, so you can attack twice anyway.
So yeah, I'm probably gonna use it now.
well, first roll
If I attack,
advantage. If you roll low, you may consider using bardic inspiration.
Okay, I suppose that's true. Okay, here we go. 13?
roll again. Got advantage.
19! Okay,
Yeah, you know 19 hits.
I do. Now I'm gonna put the Bardic Inspiration on this one.
Well, it's not the attack. It's only to hit. So
Oh, sorry, I thought when you said
it'll last for like
attack rolls-
10 minutes, so you can hold on to it.
Okay. 2!
Just nickel and diming the thing.
Yeah,
The
taking off like, not even fingers, just parts of the fingers.
how does this thorn whip kill this ghoul?
It latches around its neck, and the thorns, as it's drugged back, saw its neck off, so that way its head just falls to the ground.
It reaches for its head, like where'd it go? And it falls over.
Yeah. I think that's actually like a saw trap. that I
These
saw.
starts head banging like that's metal.
Yeah, like that's hard to the core.
All right, Minerva.
Well, that was dreadful, but it's good to know that they can die. Minerva readies her crossbow and goes for a shot. Like, please, someone let this hit, and shoots.
Right.
16
16 hits.
Hey,
and 11 damage.
11, nice.
nice.
Piercing, yeah. Oh, thank goodness. Starting to think we'd all die down here.
School pushes forward.
Yeah, we're gonna die down here.
This one hasn't been hit yet. We'll attempt.
Bring it on.
We'll claw. What's his butt? Sir Horace. Roll a 7.
Sir Horace. Nope.
Right, Romaia.
Stalemate.
Okay.
14th verse, same as the first.
And after this session, if you want to change your cantrips, I'll let you once we level up.
Okay, thank you. Well,
Normally, for some reason, like you're not allowed to change cantrips.
That's an optional rule that they've now changed.
Oh, is it?
One is
Okay,
level up,
so-
yeah.
yeah, everyone I've known has always let you. Depending on what, like, yeah, anyway, it doesn't matter. I really can't see the other one, huh? What is this? Oh, that's not very big at all. Okay, I guess I'll just keep chill touching.
Right.
And hope for the best.
You get a chill touch, and you get a chill touch.
So, because I can just see him, so it's like
Think about
over
the chill
Horace's
touch.
shoulder.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god. That one! Sorry, Horace.
Your fingers
Ow.
go numb.
All right, Sir Horace.
Turn around and hit Romaia now. Alright, I'm tired of this, so I'm actually going to drop my protection and I'm going to bless Vio, Minerva, and Grude.
D4.
That'll be a D4, yeah. But I'm gonna stay right here.
All right, you raise your holy weapon. Radiates. momentarily blinding light, and then Minerva, Romaia, and Grude feel blessed. So this means you
The
add
power of all gods.
you add a d4 to every attack roll.
Yep,
But it is concentration. So,
correct.
right, Vio.
So make good use of it right now. Fun.
Fun.
I know, I'm clicking on stuff.
Sorry.
No.
We can't see you, so when you don't say anything, we don't know.
Yeah, I know. Well, I have push to talk, so.
Yeah.
Alright, since I no longer have concentration, I'm going to attack this time with Booming Blade. And fail miserably.
I gave the D4 to Vio, not Romaia.
Oh, I thought you said Romaia, sorry.
It's a Minerva. Sorry.
What D4?
You get a plus D4 from you're blessed.
Sweet.
Roll that beautiful bean footage. Yeah.
That hits.
Yes.
Hooray! Alright, so this thingy. There you go. That and this for if it decides to move, which I doubt it. Why did it roll twice?
Yeah, I don't know why this has two things there. Right, Grude.
For rapier.
Grude. Sam.
Forgot to put down my thing. So I'm going to Vine Whip this dude.
Right.
Sorry, Thorn Whip.
Yeah.
Remember, you do have your starry forms.
I do, but I feel like we're gonna fight some other guy before a long
Okay.
rest happens.
You get two of them, I think, at this level. So just so you know.
Yeah, I did see them there, and I'm like, I feel like, but I also feel like in video games when you save all of your items till the end boss and then just don't even use them all,
Yeah.
that may also happen.
Yeah. Potions are useless at the end of the game, but I'm still going to keep all 99 of them.
14 hits.
Really?
Yeah, like
Okay.
don't be scared like to use stuff like that, but you know,
Okay.
it is a limited resource, and you want to save at least a little bit for whatever's at the end.
Yeah, whatever nice thing is there.
If there's something at the end.
Yeah.
You pull forward.
No, keep them there.
Minerva.
Minerva is going to. Well, that crossbow worked pretty well.
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna lock in another one.
And you have
like,
crossbow experts. That means you can attack at melee range.
Nice.
That may
Is
penalty.
that one? Okay, so that one on the diagonal is close enough.
Yeah,
All right, so I am going to.
it is behind partial cover, so it's going to be a tiny bit harder to hit.
Okay, so I'm going to attack with my dagger first.
Well, you only get one attack.
No, is it like? Sorry,
You have a
Mine
hand
is-
crossbow?
it's a light crossbow, so it's when
hand
use the
crossbow,
attack
though.
action with the one hand. Sorry, one second.
Yep.
When a weapon, you can use a bonus action to attack with the crossbow.
Oh,
What that is specifically is a one-handed crossbow, which is a hand crossbow, not a light crossbow, not a heavy crossbow. That's what that specifically says.
Oh, okay, so I have crossbow light.
Yeah.
It's two-handed.
Okay.
So that's correct. Yes.
Yeah, we'll get you a hand crossbow at some point.
Same damage, half the calories.
Yeah.
well, what's the difference between them? Is there a damage difference?
Yeah, one smaller and can be held in one hand and is a light weapon.
I mean, I'm just wondering what the damage difference is.
I-
See your hand crossbow.
Well, does the dagger hit though?
It does. Oh, because I was just saying if it's the same damage, I'm just going to let her have it.
1d6 piercing for the hand crossbow.
Yeah.
Light crossbow is probably 1d8. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. If you want to get a hand crossbow at some point, You can.
Yeah.
I mean,
'Cause I
I-
know the repeating shot is also something that would be nice later.
yeah.
But all right, I hit it, and I hit it this hard.
Not very hard at all.
No. Go to stab it. Mostly hit the wall.
Once you level up, if you want a hand crossbow instead of a light crossbow, just let me know.
Yeah.
We can switch it out. Alright.
All right, end of my turn.
Ghoul continues to slash forward and goes... He goes, help us live forever.
Has a normal attack on me now that I'm concentrating on a different spell.
Alright. I'll claw at you. Roll 11 will miss. Alright, Romaia.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I know, the
Yeah,
battles where they're indoors aren't always exciting.
Same old, same old. 24!
There you go.
Yay! This is another chill touch, by the way. Oh my.
Oh my god.
They were lulling you into a false sense of hope.
Seriously.
He's looking bloody, though.
That's good.
I want to be looking
Well, most
dead
undead
again.
do.
Death by 1,000 cuts.
Free action, I've visibly grown. Or audibly grown.
I can attack it, or I can try and knock it down to give everything advantage. But if it's almost dead, I'm gonna go ahead and
Well, it's bloody. Meaning half
yeah, I'm
health.
gonna go ahead and attack it because that's been working. God damn it!
10 will miss.
Yeah. That's all I got.
Right, View.
Okay.
When you were casting Booming Blade, is that a spell or a cantrip?
It is a cantrip that.
Okay, good.
It's an action, but you attack within that action too.
Yeah, I was making sure because like if you're using a spell for that, that's kind of a waste of spell slots. Right, but View, your turn.
All right. 24.
4 hits.
There we go.
11 piercing. How do you kill it?
Just forward strike and just straight into the brain.
The one he's holding in his hand and about to eat.
Yeah.
Yes. No malnutrition.
Right, Grude.
Can I reach this guy from? Yeah, I guess I hit the first guy from there.
Yeah, you can see him.
Yeah, I'm gonna hit him.
Behind some cover, but
Whatever. Punch him in the face with a thorn whip. 15. Yeah.
15. Even with the cover, that hits.
5.
How do you
Fine.
kill this one?
Yes. Okay, with this
Yeah.
one, I guess it will be more like cut around the ribs area, and like it's just such a big yank that like the bottom half and the top half separate, and it just falls into 2 pieces.
Mm-hmm.
So
Cool.
you Darth Mauled it.
Yeah.
That's what we call
I
it,
did.
Darth Maul. Right, how long does Bless last?
One
Hour?
1 minute, so it'll drop.
Okay.
1 minute.
Is that all of them?
I'll go see. Yes.
Okay, who do you think they were? They said they were pretty at one point, and that they still were. Anyways, it was weird.
You look at the bottom, at the body's bottom. They're wearing cultist robes.
Well,
Where they wanted to live forever, and it didn't work.
yeah, that's wow.
Which way is the haunting or the chanting coming from?
You would see a stairway leading down to the east.
I believe it's coming from this way, although interesting things over there, but chanting is Coming from over here. Assume it's coming south.
Yeah.
Think we're ready to go down. Think we're here. Does anybody need any healing?
Yeah,
I don't think I got hit.
me neither.
God, they were worse than us.
Yeah, they didn't roll very well either.
One of those nights.
Like a big slap fest.
I will head on down.
You want to head down deeper?
Yeah. Can't
Alright, it's
blocked
gonna,
off wall.
it's gonna move all your tokens
Yeah.
Yes, please.
Whoa.
down here. Purdue. The dusty stone steps descend past a landing and around the bend until they end in a cold rectangular chamber. A thin, wafting mist clings to the ground, and the wooden cross beams that support the ceiling groan beneath the weight of the house in the underground complex above. The walls of this room are cut with small, chiseled alcoves, each holding a strange, ghastly trinket or relic. A corridor with a saggy ceiling exits the chamber and bends out of sight to the right. Past it, you can see the stone slope that descends into a black, murky water. The ghostly chant you've heard since entering the basement is strongest here and seems to be emanating from the other side of a rusted, closed portcullis. You can finally understand the words. They say, over and over again, in ceaseless refrain, "He is ancient. He is the land." This repeats over and over and over again. He is ancient. He is the land.
Can Grude do like an Arcana check or something?
Arcana check and seeing the meaning, or
Or like who is there like I suppose like who usually does like this type of chant if I would know.
you mean either like a religion or Arcana could work.
Yeah. Oh, my religion's higher actually. Okay. Not that high.
It's definitely cultish like.
These are cultists.
He is ancient. He is the land. He is
Take a look at
ancient.
one of the.
He is the land.
I'm gonna take a look at one of these alcoves, the one that I'm just right next to.
It's pretty vague, isn't it?
Who is this he? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 10, 11, 13. Roll me a d10. Or d12, sorry.
Or 1d13, because there's 13 alcoves.
Yeah, I did a quick count.
3.
3. You see a dagger with a rat's skull set into the pommel.
Yep. I've been around the block a few times. Definitely cultish. Look around. Oh, well.
He is ancient. He is the land. He is ancient. He is the land.
Should we like hurry up
Think
and like
he's the
stop
land?
it?
Do you think he's ancient?
We're all like snickering in the back.
Guys, this is very serious. It's occult stuff.
Yeah,
Stop
it's
them.
cool sounding.
My mom says it's cool.
Oh, it's great art. I love it.
Come on, guys. We spent all night coming up with the phrase.
I'll slide down the slide here.
You smack right into the portcullis.
Ugh. Hate that.
Is anybody gonna
Open
go
it.
after that lug? Are you all right down there, Sir Horace?
I am. There's a portcullis here.
Do you
I'm
want
looking to get beyond it. You there, Joey?
I'm here.
Okay. Can I peer into the room?
Yeah, well, hold on. The floor is submerged beneath 2 feet of dark, murky water that sloshes around your calves and boots. The tunnel forward is blocked by a rusty iron portcullis. Beyond it, it's iron bars. You can make out the dark outline of a half-submerged chamber, a raised stone dais, and a thick cloud of rolling mist.
And try to open the portcullis, like lift it.
Right? Go ahead and give me a strength check. Or a athletics, probably. Hold on.
Just
It'd still be the same. 6. 6.
It's definitely not enough.
Does anybody have maybe some way of Grude, you're
Yeah.
strong.
No, you got this.
Like I'm not really. Like I'm sort of, but like not. I could come down and like help. Like
I think there's enough room for 2
That's-
big guys down here.
You're able to squeeze in.
let me just.
I see any way of opening it?
Lift with your knees.
You do see the mechanism that opens and closes it on the other side.
Does anybody have a mage hand? Maybe
One
a
second.
grappling hook?
Hey, little dude. And then Deez pops out of my pocket.
Squeak.
Do you think you can hop over there and get that thing to open the door?
He is a squirrel.
Looks
Like,
like
is
a
this not-
wheel and not like a button.
Yeah, this is the.
Oh, so it's like a crank?
It's crank.
Wait.
Okay, never mind.
What if he climbs onto the wheel and runs?
Really fast. No, it's definitely too small for a little animal
yeah.
to do anything.
guess
If you want to try to lift it again, you and Horace and Grude, you can do it with advantage.
Yeah.
Flashback to 20 years ago. Why did we build a portcullis with a hamster wheel for the?
Hamsters don't live that
Too.
long. We have to keep replacing them.
Grude, brace against me.
All right. Any time, dude.
Still garbage. 12.
You lift it up
What
like
about-
an inch, but then it falls back down. You may think this might be just a war of attrition.
Okay, let's get back. Was there another door or anything back here?
There's another way down, but chanting wasn't coming from there. Whoa!
Might be-
He is ancient. He is the land. Sorry, I forgot.
They aren't very
something-
good cultists.
Hey, come back here. Come back.
So I guess we're gonna head down this way.
Yeah.
Grude.
Mm.
Okay. So far it's so clear here.
In this room, the sound of clinking chains melds with a quaint, near imperceptible rustling as you round the bend into a long, darkened dungeon. Rusted shackles hang patiently from the walls, as if waiting to bite into prisoners' flesh once more.
So they used to keep people here, it seems like. And then gonna start
Used
moving
to?
down. I don't see anybody in here right now.
Yeah, they're all empty.
I'll push VO forward.
Yes.
Okay.
Any...
It's a dead end. Right. Oh. Was there any little doors or anything that you saw?
You can give me a investigation check.
I would love to.
Oh, a perception check. Sorry.
Perception.
Can I do one too, since I'm
Yep.
here? I got a
You better.
-1, so I won't see anything.
Oh gosh. You did better than me and I had +3.
13.
13.
Oh my god, Vio's +4 and I also beat him.
I'm just not paying attention.
Anyone else?
Can use all the help we can get with this perception check.
Okay.
Just anybody looking around.
Quick, Romaia, perceive things.
15.
Oh,
Like,
better.
let the person with dark vision
Oh,
come
there you
in.
go, Minerva. Yeah.
Yeah.
Minerva
Minerva
flicks
takes
down
it.
her various spectacles.
Yep.
Yeah.
After combing the room like 3 or 4 times, Minerva, you see a secret doorway
It was right here the whole time.
Oh,
right there.
well, let's go. I open the secret doorway. Thank you for pointing that out, Miss Minerva.
Thank you for taking the lead, Sir Horace.
As always. Step into the room.
All right. Here we go.
After you.
Everyone, walk in the room, please.
Yeah, 1 second.
Here, I'll move you also so it's easier.
I can't see the room I'm trying to get into. Oh, there it
There
is.
we go.
Then we
Right.
open the
I
door.
really wish there was a party vision
Yeah.
variant of this where everybody can see what everybody
Yeah,
sees.
if you guys want to keep doing it this way, I will. When we do dungeons, but if you want me to just do the manual way, I can start doing that
I
later.
find for tight dungeons, it's good to do it the normal way.
Yeah.
In like things where vision is gonna really matter, then I do like to use this kind of thing because it is a neat tool.
Yeah. I could just let everyone control every token. That would technically fix it.
And now
Yeah,
it
that-
isn't as heavily broken as it used to be.
Yeah, it works a lot better. Although sometimes, if you do the move to reveal, it sometimes like shows the entire map. Anyway. Oh yeah. I use my folders.
Aw, yeah.
Oh shoot! Did my
Not prepped.
no, I. Oh no!
Did you accidentally delete the whole folder?
I might have deleted the art of this area. Talk amongst yourselves.
Add it.
Well, so they say is the land, but this is obviously the sea, representation of the sea. Four
I
corners
don't
of the
think
ocean.
that's how this works, Sir Horace.
I've met many cultists in my time, and they're always with this weird metaphor sort of thing.
Minerva's just gonna insight check because you keep saying you've done this before, but now she's starting to wonder if you actually have.
Go for it.
I got 24.
Oh, yeah.
Jesus.
I know
yeah.
like hundreds of cultists. And...
He has
So
done this before.
Have you seen cultists do this before?
Yes.
Okay, fair. And then she'll be like, you, and then, oh, can't believe you.
Later we find out that he refers to anybody religious as a cultist.
Ooh, that's good.
The only difference is popularity.
I think what happened is I made a duplicate of the page, but I thought I did, but I actually didn't.
Yeah.
So I just replaced it
good.
with something. So sorry about that.
It's good.
But can you see the map?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, or the backdrop.
Backdrop yet. The smooth masonry walls of this 40-foot square room provide excellent acoustics. So, Grude, you can do your rock and roll here. Featureless stone pillars support the ceiling, and murky water covers most of the floor. Stairs lead up to dry stone ledges that hug the walls. In the middle of the room, more stairs rise from a octagonal dais that also rises above the water. Rusty chains with shackles dangle from the ceiling directly above a stone altar mounted on the dais. The altar is carved with hideous depictions of grasping ghouls as it is stained with dry blood. A small white bundle lies atop it, surrounded by pulsating, fleshy tendrils. The tendrils run to a breach near the far wall that leads into a dark cave. Their fleshy masses connecting to a dark, hulking shadow that lies within. Its bloated mass rising and falling with slow, shuddering rhythm, almost like breathing. As soon as you step foot in the chamber, the ghostly chanting you've heard suddenly falls silent. What do you do?
Finally home, and I'm gonna greet us.
I feel unnerved. That's what I do.
Perhaps this is the beating heart of the tendril vines that have taken over the house exterior.
Do you think this is the beast that the kids were talking about?
Beast. More like plant root.
Don't diss the plants, man. They can get you.
I will jump down into the water
Splash.
from the thing.
Sploosh.
Sploosh. Kaboom. Start like looking around in the water. I'll like circle the dais, but I'm not gonna like go on it.
Yep. Give me a perception check.
Seven.
Yeah, nothing below the water that you can see, but like those but you do like see the tendrils like go into the water into that shadowy corner.
That corner does not look safe. Surely somebody else would like to help. Not very
Romaya's
good at
gonna
looking around.
flutter over.
Keep you dry.
So I want to kind of like look at the dais without actually standing on it.
You see a small bundle about the size of an infant with a dagger laid beside it. And as you kind of approach, the chanting starts once again, but this time it goes, "One must die. One must die. One must die. One must die."
Why
must
I? Why must
One must die.
And written on the altar is the words, "Feed him."
Oh.
At this point, I would like to grapple Romaia.
I'm in the air.
Yeah, like to try and grapple you.
I'm in the air, though.
Yeah, well, how high are you above me? I can jump up and grab you.
easy?
I guess I'd be hovering like 5 feet above the dais, so however far that is from the water.
Joey?
All right, give me a. Each of you give me a. Sir
I
Horace.
give athletics.
Sir
She
Horace
does
is
acrobatics.
I know. Sir Horace is athletics. Romaia, you can do athletics or acrobatics. As Horace tries to grab you from the air.
Oh no.
Dirty 20.
I'm. Oh no. That's not no. He gets me.
Grab you, pull you down, and I start joining into the chanting. One must die.
Are you serious,
One
bro?
must die.
As soon as Mark said home and no one's here to greet me, I fucking knew it. I fucking knew it.
I didn't even mean to do that, but like, yeah, that works.
All right, so Grude's gonna go and like bind up
she's
back.
yeah. Romai's like struggle busting, I guess. So
Yeah,
yeah.
I'm basically
like-
starting to drag her towards the dais.
Okay, well you're just gonna be expelled then with a guiding bolt.
I recommend not using spell slots for this, but what do you do to try to stop
Oh.
him?
Okay, so it'd be like so this would be a thorn whip where I'd try and pull it quite closer to me.
Okay, you do a thorn whip.
20?
20 hits. Well,
20, yeah.
20 will hit.
Yeah, hit. That's good. I have an armor class of 18 too.
That's like 1 damage, but it pulls you 10 feet towards me.
Yeah, I imagine you do like you get me by the foot and just like, and I just face plant and let go of
Yeah.
Then you pull me back 10 feet
Like-
into the water. No.
Like, dude,
No.
what are you
One
doing?
must die.
Dude! And then so like running over and I guess try not very strong though. It's more intimidation than looks than anything. I guess like I know I'm physically still large, so I could like sit on him.
So as blood hits the water, from the thorns, even though it's just a prick.
Just a prick.
The
Honest
tendrils
prick.
start to
That's
tremble,
not a nice thing to call Horace.
and they start to raise from the dais. And they start inching toward Sir Horace.
Fine.
Oh,
And the chanting gets louder. One must die.
one
One must die. One must die.
One must die. Join in.
We've got to save him. Somebody's going after that asshole Horace.
Okay, so
Must
is he?
we?
Yeah, is he possessed or is he just a jerk the whole time? That's the only thing I don't know. I feel like he's a jerk the whole time. That's why he was honest about knowing cult things.
And when you roll a 24, a natural 20, I did say I've seen this exact thing before.
The tendrils start wrapping around his legs.
See, sucker.
And the labored breathing from the corner becomes more and more intense. The chanting, one must die, one must die.
I'm pretty sure we should probably save him.
Oh, because then maybe the monster will come out? I don't...
Even for our own sake, yes.
Oh, jeez.
If one doesn't die, what happens?
We have to feed him. That's the thing. We had to feed her or else the monster comes out. Wasn't it?
At midnight, I think.
We have to feed him before midnight. This is what I remember. You feed before midnight, and then we're all fine.
Anybody coming towards me?
Okay, last chance to do anything.
Yeah.
Oh.
One must die.
One
And I'm
must-
reaching out, trying to grasp anything near me, not to pull myself away, but to pull something in.
You're grasping towards the dagger.
Yes.
Okay, guess wait. There's a dagger. Like definitely running towards it to make sure that dagger thing doesn't happen. That's Grude.
Minerva would like to shoot at the tendrils with her crossbow.
Alright? Give me attack.
Right. For 20.
20. Alright, you hear from the alcove this grotesque cry of pain. And then immediately, like, super quick, starts pulling Horace towards the darkness. From his grasp, from his pocket, the amber shard falls to the ground into the water below, but you can see, like, it glowing from the darkness. Sir Horace, what do you do as you're being pulled forward? As this giant,
with the-
fleshy maw appears from the shadow.
I continue chanting with the thing, but it turns from common to infernal to abyssal.
One must die. One must die. As this fleshy mouth erupts, as this fleshy mound just erupts from the shadows. It's just this grotesque mass of mouths and eyes and all this, and like tumors that are pulsating. As Sir Horace is just swallowed by this thing. You hear crunch, crunch, as his words become like gargled and suddenly just silent. And the chanting changes to all must die. His hunger can never be sated.
Just move the goalpost, man. This is.
And I want...
Okay.
If you want to continue a little bit longer, we can all roll initiative.
I think that's a good stopping point for the evening.
Oh yeah.
Because I know as a player what's happening, but like I think Minerva was like starting to actually like that little asshole.
I was being nice. I was taking the front thing, and I was saving everybody.
Yeah, it's
I think
we
that
just
kind of
gotta
all
let a
out.
guy die.
I mean, I think that kind of all went out the window when he grabbed Romaia from the air and tried to kill her. So
Look, are you not one person? Then one person must die.
This is what you see,
Yeah.
by the
Makes
way.
sense.
oh,
It makes
lovely.
He makes sense.
Can't fault that logic.
Yeah, no,
Oh,
it
it's
doesn't give
it's
a
like
shit.
it's like a giant gibbering mouther. Holy
Yep.
crap!
I think this is the gibbering Mouther art from like older editions.
That's good.
Oh,
Or you want to
That's
continue next time?
next time.
Next time.
Yeah.
All
Oh
right.
goodness.
Well, so next week
Yay!
you have
Birthday party.
birthday party.
Oh, I'll go eat one more.
And everybody of value is safe.
We might well, Mark, you have nothing to do for a little bit. So-
I mean, I'm just really excited to play my next character.
So we'll see about if we can do a makeup day, but otherwise we'll do it 2 weeks.
Sounds good. Oh, that was just the whiffing in combat. That just
Oh my god.
just happens.
Yeah, that was bad.
It's bad when that happens, but there's like you can't really control it.
So roll
Oh.
back around. We're saying like, okay, Mark, you can't play your scarecrow. We need a way for your have a character, and we came up with, what if I'm part of the cult? And I go, okay, that works.
Yeah.
More or less. So yeah,
It was a
That's
fun
why-
surprise.
that's why my character was a Yuan-Ti, because he's a snake in the grass,
Makes sense.
and his name is Sir Horace after
But there's
because
no
I-
grass in the house.
I took the name. The original character design was based. The idea was from a Warhammer Space Marine, a Dark Angel Space Marine, and Sir Horace is from Horace, which is another character from that who did the Horus Heresy, the Big Betrayal. So that's where I just threw that name in there.
Yeah, makes sense.
But I thought somebody would at least run in to save Romaia a little faster.
Yeah, like I wasn't sure RP wise how like it won't be nearly as cinematic as it was in my head because people will be.
Yeah, because people are like, "What's going on?" And that's just the nature of like, just what's going on. But
And regrettably, I apparently have specialized in melee combat. I have very few ranged abilities.
Yeah, because I had mentioned that we might be really short on melee. Like only like Mark's character is going to be melee potentially, even though he's like technically arranged. So you said you would go melee, but I'll give you all a chance to like finalize that when you level up and all that. If you want to change spells.